Alright, for this feature match, we have Phil versus Tombox. This is Phil's redemption match because he got bodied last time playing Orcust versus Tombox's Danger Thunder Dragon. But now we have Orcust of 2019 versus Tombox's, well, I guess my Danger Thunder Dragon Crusadia, or Danger Crusadia Thunder Dragon. It's a bit of a mouthful, I know. I just won the die roll, and I'll be proceeding to go first. Phil, what are you playing? You've got Instant Fusion, Greffer, Corobane. It's got a pretty loaded hand, I would say. I've got a Thunder... Oh my god. Open double Thunder Dragon, a Thunder Dragon Hawk, and a Jackalope, and I believe that's a Chupacabra. Not the most exciting hand, and definitely not a hand that retains a lot of hand advantage. I've got to dump a lot of cards into the graveyard to commit into any sort of play to be made. I think I'm going to kick things off with a danger play. Or better yet, save my Hawk right now by using it so it doesn't get thrown into the graveyard accidentally. So, you know, let's minimize the number of accidents. Now, in terms of Thunder Dragon Colossus, I have access to it right now. Does it hold value against Orcust? Only if they have search cards. If they don't have any search cards, the Colossus don't do anything, and they can quite easily just get rid of it. We're going to be rolling to see which one he hits for the Jackalope activation. He hits a 2, and he hits a Thunder Dragon out of my hand, which means Jackalope will be summoned out onto the field and proceed to provide me with a 1-card draw, drawing into yet another copy of Jackalope. We're going to activate Chupacabra now because we're on different names. And if he ditches the Jackalope, that's fine too. I can accept that result. And he hits a Thunder Dragon, which is probably the best because Thunder Dragons don't exactly hold any value. And I just drew into a Thunder Dragon Dark, I believe. Yes, I drew into a Thunder Dragon Dark. A bit too late on the draw there. Kind of wish I could have thrown that card out instead because that offers me a little bit of a search value later on if I'm able to banish it out of the graveyard. Now, it's been a while since I played. This is, of course, me trying to work out my new layouts and stuff, so just bear with me here. So I'm going to perform a tribute summon of all things, and we're going to tribute summon that Thunder Dragon Dark onto the field. And we're going to activate the Jackalope, and I get to summon out anything. Probably going to put out a Danger Mothman in defense mode, and that gives me access to Saryuja, and that Saryuja can be blocked from Ash Blossom Joy Spring because we have an additional search to attach onto that chain from the Thunder Dragon Dark. Is that the best play? This play commits my entire hand. Okay. Okay, we're gonna proceed to get that Saryuja. That's right, you just like threw everything into the graveyard. Okay, Saryuja is coming onto the field. And we're gonna activate Thunder Dragon Dark. Dark is probably gonna search out Thunder Dragon Roar because the Roar right now counts as double Colossus. We activated a Thunder Dragon earlier. We activated 2 Thunder Dragon effects from hand earlier. And this is the one card that did not summon yet and activate any effect. So through Saryuja summon effect, that's going to provide me with 2 monsters through Roar and Roar. I gotta draw 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm putting 3 cards back. Those are 3 danger monsters. I believe that was a Bigfoot, Tsuchinoko, and a Nessie. Not the best things, but I did draw into a Crusadia. Yeah, I did draw into a Crusadia. I believe Draco. Okay, we're going to go ahead and summon out the Thunder Dragon Roar, and we're going to tribute it. And Thunder Dragon Colossus will be summoned onto the field. Chainlink 1, of course, is Saryuja. Chainlink 2, Thunder Dragon Roar. And I get to put out another Roar onto the field. Remember, Roar can summon out another Roar out of the deck. He doesn't have that limitation where it cannot use itself for its own effect. And now we're going to special summon out the Crusadia Draco. Draco can still get me all the way to Hot Red Dragon Archfiend from here. Even though Brotar is no longer an option, I can't rip a card out of Phil's hand. If I could have ripped his hand, I would. But the thing is, this hand opened with double regular Thunder Dragon, so I am down 1 additional card right from the get-go. Special summon out Guard Dragon LP by using the Crusadia Draco as the material. We're going to use the LP effect. We're going to summon out a Destrudo, or oh, okay, there's the option of summoning out this big one. I think the other one held more value. Destrudo, not so much. Yeah, I think the better play probably would have been to summon out the Darkest Diablos. But regardless, the play has been made. We have to accept it. We're gonna get our Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, and we are going to probably link these two off into Heretic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. Yeah, definitely you would have gotten an additional monster, perhaps an additional negate. So that was a big misplay on the opening. Could have extended for an additional body. Now I'm probably regretting it. Like, looking at, why do I even want Destrudo to begin with? Yeah, Hot Red Dragon is good, but it could have been an additional negation on spells if I actually tried hard enough. So we're gonna go ahead and go into Heretic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, and we're gonna turn that into Colossus. And because of that tribute, that could have brought back our Darkest Diablos, and then that could have overlaid into a Hope Harbinger. But I'm gonna pass turn. I am catching my misplays now. That's only gonna make me play better in the future. Man, not thinking straight. But then again, it's pretty late into the day. Remember, I only record games after a full tournament, so not playing at my best. But you have to be expecting to be not playing at your best at any event, because you will be tired out throughout the day. So he starts out with a Koro Bane, and he special summons out, normal summons out the Dark Grepher, and I think he has an Orcust symbol skeleton that he is going to throw into the graveyard. There's no point in negating that card, because if I negate him now, he still has access to other cards, I suppose. Like, he can go into his Nightmare play. He has a Call by the Grave. I think this could have panned out differently. Perhaps it was worth it to negate something at this point. Perhaps bounce something. No, he's going to toss the Destrudo into the graveyard, which gives him additional extenders to break the board. Like, a lot of these boards, they're not exactly fragile per se, but there are weak points. And if you can abuse those weak points, you can crumble a board. This board is breakable. So he's going to summon out his Destrudo, costing half his life. And yeah, that goes to the bottom of the deck. He's going to go ahead and link them off. And he's going to summon out Cerberus, which is a really good summon. He's going to use Cerberus's effect, and he's going to toss away the Twin Twister. That is useless. He's afraid of Mystic Mines, so he had to do this. I'm basically forced to negate. That was a very good force on his part. Now, none of my negations force a destruction, and those Thunder Dragon Colossus don't hold much value. I could have held on to additional negation, but I didn't, and that was absolutely my fault. And actually, to be honest, seeing that he has a Call by the Grave, there was a lot of missing value by putting a Destrudo into the graveyard. Perhaps this game one would have played out differently, but moving on from there, he's going to go ahead and link off his Nightmare Cerberus, and he's going to go into a Mermaid. Mermaid is going to proceed to discard a card. The one card that I know he's going to discard is the Instant Fusion from his hand, because the Instant Fusion doesn't hold value, and it was also locked out at the moment. And the Colossus isn't really getting in the way. He does not need access to his Thousand Eyes Restrict to remove the threat of Colossus stunning him from searching out his deck. So he goes into an Orchestrated Nightmare. I have to think about this. I want to remove... Yes, I want to remove his bodies. I activate my Heretic Seal, tributing itself as cost. I got greedy. Another thing that went well for Phil right here is that I got greedy. I decided to tribute Heretic Seal rather than one of the Thunder Dragons. The Thunder Dragons would have been so much better, and now I'm kind of stunned out because I didn't get the successful bounce. The successful bounce would have meant that he wouldn't have a Nightmare monster. He can't go into the Galatea. That's why I was trying to bounce back into his hand. Okay, so now he goes ahead and activates Harpour, and Harpour gets a free summon. He's going to summon out another Orchestrated Nightmare because, guess what? The Symbol Skeleton was already placed in the graveyard at the very beginning, thanks to Grepher. I think I'm regretting a lot of decisions here. So many things have gone wrong. Like, so many things. Don't play the deck like me. Play like the commentary. The commentary sees all. This is like one of those hindsights. I'm the guy in the comments section now typing, "Oh my god, Tombok, what a scrub you are. Oh my god, how could you have not seen the other play?" It's because I'm not really used to Destrudo. I thought about it, I made a misplay, Didn't count my Dark Thunders, and he goes ahead and Link summons into a Borlo Dragon. That takes care of one of the big dudes. You can take the Colossus. I don't know why you would take a Colossus. Now he goes into a Dingrisu. Dingrisu's effect, he's going to choose the Send. He's going to throw away one of the Colossus. I think the card that has the most value... No, he's going to go ahead and take the Colossus. He's going to block me out from searching. But if he's going to block me out from searching, I have a way to turn it up. I still have Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, so not as scary. And he's going to go ahead and pass turn. So no damage dealt. And of course, Borrow Load can still reduce the attack of my monster by 500. I think that effect also made sure that his Borrow Load is very safe. And I can't negate Borrow Load for anything. I can't even turn off its effect simply because it cannot be targeted by monster effects. Now, aside from regretting a lot of life choices, I have a BLS, and I wanna put him out. Is there a difference in value? Does BLS actually make a bit of a comeback when you think about this? I think BLS actually can work. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate the effect of Hot Red. Hold on. That's no good. I may have negated Colossus, but there was nothing protecting Colossus regardless. I think the negation should have went towards Dingirsu. And then I'm going to pay half my life for the Destrudo. And then I can summon up BLS. BLS using the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Based on what Phil has in his graveyard, this could end badly for me, regardless of what I do. We'll recap this one later on. So that Destrudo is not level 7, but the high level monster that I'm going to use with the BLS summon is not going to be that. It's actually going to be yeah, if you go ahead and link them off, Tom, it's bottom of the deck because it used the effect. So we're going to go into a Blackluster Soldier of Chaos, the Link 3. This one is immune to targeting, so I'm not afraid of BLS weakening its attack, which is nice. Ah, I see what's going on, why I made certain choices now. I'm going to proceed to attack the Thunder Dragon. Why I chose to attack the Thunder Dragon is because I don't want him to boost up his attack with the Dingirsu. Because he still had the Orchestrated Nightmare, and the Orchestrated Nightmare, if I ran into Dingirsu, I would have actually lost that battle and lost BLS right from the get-go, which this was still the correct play in this part. And then I get to banish a card that's non-targeting because I destroyed a monster by battle. My BLS is not targetable, but that still makes it not immune to Dingirsu's effect to send cards to the graveyard, as that's non-targeting removal. So we got rid of the Borrow Load, which is good. Just things are just not looking that great, that's all. Okay. So he has the World Wand. He has more plays available. Now with the BLS that's not targetable, not destroyable by card effect, he goes ahead and banishes World Wand to summon out the Orcust Harp Horror. That gives him 2 bodies to work with so far. He can go into another Galatea, putting it into the graveyard, and then through that, oh, I did offer him an arrow as well, so that is not destroyable by battle. Link just means 1 arrow pointing, or the 1 pointed out, or the 1 pointed to. If I want to be a bit more clear, he goes ahead and use the effect of Galatea, setting his Orchestrated Crescendo, and he's going to go ahead and banish. I believe he's activating another Orcust effect. And we get an Orchestrated Nightmare. He proceeds to link this off. It goes into a Longirzu. He's going to go ahead and banish the Orchestrated Nightmare. Toss another card into the graveyard. He's going to put the Simple Skeleton. I believe he has not used Simple Skeleton just yet. Now, I'm at 4,000. All he has to do is send that card to the graveyard. And he is very much able to do so. I'm expecting him to do so. I'm like, just do your thing. He said activate effect. And Okay. Yep. Whew. Well, that ended my BLS right there. Is I go ahead and banish someone out the Dengirsu. Dengirsu is going to reattach, and that is 4,000 damage. So I scoop it up right there. Game 1 goes to Phil. Oh my god, Tom, you're gonna lose. So right now we put our names up on the line here. So Tom Box, I'm trading my box for his hill. So if I win this one, I'll be Tom Box Hill, and he'll just be P. If I lose, he'll be Phil Box. So, okay, funny note here. I decided to go second, and I let him go first. He decided to go second, and he's got a handful of going second cards. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead, make your move. Do it. What do you got? He's got a Mystic Mine. He's got a... Yep, so he's gonna activate Instant Fusion. He's gonna go into a Thousand Eyes Restrict. Oh man, does he have a Link Karibo? Because then he can keep the Mystic Mine alive. Activates Mystic Mine. And okay, here's a ruling check for all of you guys. Mystic Mine doesn't activate when its condition cannot be met. It's not like it checks the field right now or kind of deal. It's it doesn't activate. So Instant Fusion pops it, and then Mystic Mine blows up. All right, I didn't even do anything, and I'm at a +2, +3 now with a draw for turn. Phil, at this point, he's just show me something. Just show me some monsters and I'll scoop it up. And I'm like, I have a full combo right here. Yeah, screw this game. Okay, well that was a quick game too. Now we move on to the final game of the match. And well, what are you gonna do, Phil? Who's going first? Now we got the mind game going. So I decided to go first again. I decided to go first this time. Because Phil actually went for a blind second. I was like, you know what? There's no way. There's no way. So I guess I won the mind game. I started with a Sekka's Light, summon out Crusadia Arborea. That is a tuner. Remember that. If you actually summon out Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, you deal some damage. You can summon that card out, I believe. Okay, so here we go. We gotta go into a Magius. Maybe I won't misplay as hard this game since I didn't open that bricky. And in fact, that other hand that was kind of bricky still took it really far, and I'm kind of just botched the finishing right there. So I'm going to activate Nessie from my hand, and I've got 5 cards in my hand, 6 reroll. We roll the 3, middle card gets sniped out of my hand, he hits a Jackalope. So I guess Nessie will still get summoned, and I will proceed to get my draw, and Jackalope will activate, as well as Crusadia Magius. So I got both of them. Don't forget, I still have a Sekka's Light in my graveyard to fix up potentially 1 card in my hand. Now there's a Veiler in the deck now. That's really good because I want to stop him from using his Mermaid, and I want to have multiple ways of stopping him. So I'm going to summon out the Bigfoot. Level 8s have more value in this case. And as for the search, I'm going to add a Crusadia Maximus. Guys, if you're going to be playing this deck, max out on the Maximus. You can reduce the number of Arborea you want to run because Maximus is a light. It will matter in the long run when it comes to doing the plays with Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So, next up, we're going to see a Link off. Why did I add Crusadia Maximus? Probably because I already have a Crusadia Draco in my hand. So, we're going to go into Beat Cop. And yeah, there is the Crusadia Draco. Draco is gonna summon and add back Arborea back into my hand. That means I have a ton of special summon to arrows because the first one did not do a summon. That was a normal summon. And I'm gonna activate Tsuchinoko. I want to maximize on the bodies available on the field, so even if my plays fail, if something gets destroyed, I can extend into something else. What did he snipe? I guess that's kind of off camera. So, oh, hit the Tsuchinoko. Tsuchinoko is going to get summoned. I will not be able to get a draw. I can probably summon out Maximus. Maximus will provide me with the light. Since I am going first, it is not the most beneficial. But this still provides me with more than enough bodies to play with. Crusadia Draco. Are we getting rid of him? We are getting rid of him. We're gonna go into an LP. And LP's good. I have no effect on the LP just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and link the Maximus off. No, I'm gonna link off the Tsuchinoko. Well, I actually say the name right. It's a question mark after all. Tsuchinoko. Looking at the graveyard, counting darks, counting lights, whatever. Just do your move, Tombox. Too much consideration. Slow play. You've been issued a slow play warning by the Arbiter of Me. So we go into our triple burst. And we activate LP. He proceeds to activate Gamma. Gamma is good. The LP gets destroyed. Oh damn, he got out Gamma. That crippled my play currently, but there was a reason why I dropped all my monsters onto the field. It's because I still can actually special summon Arborea into Zone Pointer. And that's 4 monsters on the field. Bill has a Pancratops and another Gamma and a Foolish Burial. The Pancratops will have some value for sure. If he can draw into another decent monster, he's fine. So we're gonna go into Saryuja for material. He can easily negate it if he didn't already burn his Gamma. Yeah, there's no real other effect in the graveyard. So proceed to draw 4. 2, 3. Okay, Chaos Dragon. Oh my gosh. This is great. Putting back a couple cards. I think we got a dragon play coming. So Thunder is kept. I don't think Jackalope is staying either. Phantasme is a decent choice to keep, I would say, because he has to play Lynx, but why would I let him extend far enough to get there? That's the real question. Destrudo was kept. Actually, Destrudo being kept makes sense, because if I summon out that Thunder Dragon, it's fine. Yeah, just put him back, Tombox. There's no pain. There we go to the bottom. Activate Thunder Dragon. And get a Thunder Dragon, another Thunder Dragon. So that gives me Colossus access. So that's why a lot of people say, like, throwing away their Thunder Dragon is great. It's a +1. The dangers get extra value. We're going to special summon out one of the Thunder Dragons, not onto an arrow, because I'm scared of Ghost Ogre. I don't know what you side, but if you decide to go second, I expect more hand traps. And now I'm going to use the effect of Destrudo, pay half my life, target it my Thunder Dragon, and reduce my level by 5, making him a level 2. And now we're going to tribute him off. I think, yeah, that's probably what's happening. We're going to tribute him off. And remember, that does reduce my level, so that's huge. Okay, we'll tribute him off. And we'll get ourselves Colossus into the middle zone. Does it matter which zone we use it into? I believe it does. We're gonna link him off into Pisty. And guess what? Pisty effect. Pisty, there is a dragon into the... was like, how'd you get Pisty out? I use my Destrudo, that's why it's at the bottom. And we can summon out basically any dragon. Okay, so we can summon out back our Crusadia Draco. We're gonna link these two off. That's going to make 2 dragons. 2 dragons mean Agripane. Agripane means I still got my combo regardless. And we're gonna summon out a Hot Red. Now, this is still turn 1, so there is no real battle phase. Luckily, those guys are going to get banished, and I'm going to banish 3 Darks and rip a card out of his hand. So that puts him down to 3 cards. So 4 cards when he starts his turn, and I'll have Anti-Search, Anti-Negate, I have a Bounce, and we're going to proceed to link off. Yes, those 2. Into another disruption, because these don't hold any more value once they're on the field and their effects are used. I mean, if you hold on to them, you get to activate their effect again. but not right now. Okay. Send those two to grave. Link summon. Expect it to be a Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. Now, not a lot left going on. I have a Thunder Dragon in hand. I don't have a Brotar. I don't have a lot of things. In fact, you know what? Fix up my hand. We're going to go ahead and activate the Seconds Light. We're going to put that Thunder Dragon back into the deck. You know, maybe I'll get something decent. Maybe I won't. That is the last copy of Thunder Dragon. Phil cuts it. And rip another Thunder Dragon! Hooray! He managed to put that one back to the top. 0 value Sekka, that's what it was. That was a very sacky cut. That's okay, now it's still my turn. I'm contemplating. No. Last time, I learned from game 1, there was no value in holding onto Colossus. And actually, I'm also really scared of getting super polyed. I mean, if I leave all those guys out, super poly is going to happen, and I will die so fast. So, yeah, we got a light, a dark, and another light. So super poly can't happen. I've been super polyed by Phil like many times. And it's one of the worst feelings. Like, there was a reason why it got banned during the Shadol format. When Super Poly against Cleese, you go into a Shekanaga, you build this giant board only for you to lose it for no reason, and you can't even do a single thing about it. A lot of people died to like, oh, Super Poly for game. It was just one of those things where you attack through a board of monsters, and the last monster is basically non-existent. You leave a light monster to get an additional construct for 28. So Phil has a really small hand. He just summoned out Pankratops. I'm like, okay, Pankratops, you can pop one of my cards. Fine, go ahead, pop one of my monsters. Or better yet, he can go into battle phase and attempt to swing. Oh, but the problem with attempting to swing is that I'm gonna redirect his swing thanks to Hope Harbinger. Hope Harbinger's the retargeting effect is still valid. I have the material. So if he tries to swing into my Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, it's going to retarget, and then he's probably going to be forced to chain because he'll die to whatever that he's forced to hit. So he's going to go ahead and normal summon as well. Like, the situation's a little bit delicate, but it's definitely in my favor. He still has a Foolish Burial as well. That's like, I better hold off. I'm still scared of that instant fusion crap. What you gonna do? If he tributes first? No, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce back first. I'm gonna put his Orcust back in because I'm really scared of him actually having some sort of Orcust play, and I'm going to summon out a card. Unfortunately, I do not run Goliath. I can't just lock him out of nowhere, but I have Phantasme. And I think he just realized something. Phantasme can negate the Pankratops. That is a problem for him. That's a very big problem for him. And you might be wondering, like, oh, he has a Gamma in hand. Can't he do anything about it? Well, the thing is, if you look at the banish pile on his side, the Psyframe driver already got banished. He's gonna go ahead and attack. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm gonna redirect, and you're gonna target. And I'm like, well, perfect. If you're gonna try and pop me, I'm just gonna discard, and I'm just going to call it a day. And you can't activate that Gamma because your Psyframe driver and the only copy of your driver is already negated. Activate Foolish Barrel. Guess what? I have well, actually, no, I have 2 negations. I have the spell negation and I have the other one because I did not negate a spell just yet. So the generic negation from Hot Red Dragon Archfiend is going to be like, yeah, you know what's just Hot Red it. It's fine. Cool. You're cool. Nope. And it's scoop phase for Phil. Oh my god, this was one of those matches where you can say, I learned from my mistakes from the very first game. So, I guess to summarize this game, I guess I take a 2-1 victory over Phil. Game 1, slight misplay in the earlier plays where I should have probably gotten a Darkest Diablos to proceed to get the Hope Harbinger, but I didn't, and I lost. and got outplayed by Phil throughout the grind game. Game 2, mind gamed him into losing, and I definitely won that one pretty easily because I chose to go second while he decided to go second. So when he went first, he had a brick full of side deck cards, even with Wing Dragon Raw Sphere mode in his hand. So if I established a board, I would have gotten ripped apart. But he had to pass turn, so then I went ahead and killed him. And then game 3, finally, I learned from my mistakes. I didn't make the misplays I made previously, and I had a much better hand. And even though I did eat a Gamma earlier on in the game, I was able to extend far enough into getting my Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. I was able to get my Hope Harbinger, and I also had the triple threat and ripped the card out of his hand along the way. So that is how it was ended. He couldn't play out of it. The Pankratops, and then of course the Thanos Dragon being summoned onto the field, prevented him from using his Pankratops at full effectiveness, because he thought that, oh man, he's probably just gonna summon out the Destrudo, but no, I'm gonna summon something with a little bit more value, and play perfectly into the situation. That is all I got for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this one, I've got more live duels coming up. Got some Marine Cess versus Subterror, so that's something that you can look forward to enjoying. And next week, I'm actually not going to be around as much. I'm secretly going to Germany, and we'll talk about that later. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button, ding the notification bell. As always, appreciate all you guys for doing so. Check out the TCG player link down in the description below. I know some of you guys probably want to see Dino Thunder in action. I love that deck. Dino Thunder, whew, it is a deck to be reckoned with. Anyways, until next time, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV, and I'll see you guys in the next one.